Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, time for a little more live streaming this morning. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? It's going to be a good morning. Well, okay, sorry.
There we go. Yeah, it's going to be a great morning now, believe it or not, because I, thankfully, got a phone call, which meant I didn't have to go to jury duty. Oh, praise Jesus. I did not want to do jury duty for any reason whatsoever. Literally, you go on the website. It's a privilege and an honor to do jury duty. I'm like, no, it ain't. You can keep that honor. I believe, waiting for Microsoft Flight Simulator to upload or do something right now. It might be stuck. I hope it's not stuck. We're trying to get this running so we can have a good time. Oh, gosh. That little blue bar is barely moving. We'll get there. We got a few things to do first before we get started, so let's go ahead and talk a little bit. First and foremost, this is blowing out my ears. I'm going to turn this down. Oh, good. First off, thanks to all of my individual supporters who help me financially to keep my channel afloat, or at least pay a couple mini bills. Deeply appreciate Presticle 1137, Sean Hammond, and Tony Allen for being legacy historians. Also appreciate our Vanguard and Early Access historians. If you are Vanguard level and above, you can hang out with me during the day as I do work here in Legacy Studio. I live stream on our Discord, where you can join us in the Vanguard in the chat room, which is for Vanguard and above level. Early access, if I release videos or shorts or things like that of some of the live streams where I get a random hair to create a video at random, you guys get early access to those videos before they go out to the public, sometimes a day, 2 days, a week later. Depends on when they're scheduled and how much I've accomplished. So that's the gist of becoming a member here, by the way. I have 8 different YouTube channels. Each one covers a different part of my ADHD lifestyle. If you like music, my DJ name is Vanguard, and you can check that out. Hey, all right, looks like we're about to work here. And then there's a whole bunch of other things. I have my podcast, the Legacy Cast. We just got hired to go back to Western Art Week here in Montana, which is a very, very big deal for our community and honestly for artists all over the world. So we're very excited about, I'm very excited that we got hired for that again. Humbled Vanguard is our morning Bible study that we do Monday through Friday, and among other things. And then finally, as we get started here really quickly, I'm your big brother. I love talking with you. I love sharing with you. I love being here for you. And remember, though, I am not a licensed therapist. I'm just a previous youth pastor, okay? So I talk a lot, I have a lot of opinions, and I make them known. And then finally, our timer today is a very key part of our live stream because it helps us get noticed by the algorithm. We put a time limit on how long we live stream. You can extend that by hitting the like button, subscribing, doing a super chat, or a membership. And by doing one of those, we can extend our gameplay out longer, and we're going to have some fun. Hard end time today, I don't know if it'll be 12:30. I haven't reset that. So for now, it's just going to be, we'll see what happens. I don't expect we will have too many people, so this will probably be a half-hour live stream. But even a single like will push it by 5 minutes, and sometimes that 5 minutes can turn into quite a bit of fun. So don't be afraid to smack that like button if you enjoy it. Let's get that 30 minutes on the clock and also reset our wheel timer. When we get to 15 minutes in, we spin the wheel and we see if there's something that we want to do. So we will get there as we get there. It's a fun time here, and it is time to play a little flight simulator. Now, this is the first time I've installed this on the new computer. I haven't played it in a long time. I used to have a lot of connecting things that I could do in this. Like I used to have like a, I think it was called like a little map or something that I could have on the side on off screen. And obviously I don't have that now. So it's been a long time since I've played this, and I need to get my bearings a little bit of what we can do, where we can be. So home base for me is Great Falls. Interesting how that popped up rather easily for me. What I love to do is I love flying around the mountains in this area because there's a lot of mountains. And usually I have a couple of videos where we fly to Kalispell, where we fly to a couple areas. But I think it would be kind of fun to try something a little different today. No, I don't know what I want to accomplish today. I would like to actually see the views around Salt Lake City, Utah. So I think I'm going to plan for maybe taking off from maybe a regional airport in Utah. So let's just see what happens if we go. See if anything pops up. No. So you got to know your airports. And it would be nice. Oh, Yellowstone. It'd be kind of fun to fly over Yellowstone. I think I've done that already. Oh, literally, yes. Look at this. History literally shows my history. How does it know my history? I haven't put it on this computer. Maybe it's in my account. Interesting. Recommended spots. Queenstown, Washington. I don't know. Let's just do a random grab. You cannot take off from a helipad with a selected aircraft. Well, that was a random no-go. Let's try another one. Yeah, this is going strong. Let's try this. Manhattan. Also a heliport. Really? Do I have helicopters? I think I have helicopters. I haven't flown a helicopter in forever. Oh, The Spirit of St. Louis. I loved that movie as a kid. I loved that story as a kid. Do we have any helis? A Bell? All we got is a velocopter, a volocopter. Here we go. Is that all we have? What happened to the Bell 206B? Here we go. 407. Okay. I'm going to take the little guy just to see what happens here. All right. We won't have a landing airport. I just want to try to see if I can even do this. Off group. Not live. Live traffic is cool. Weather and time. Live. Why not? Let's just see what we get. All right. Where's our backspace to close? How do we just start flying? Enter to fly. Let's see what happens. It has been a little too long since I've played this game. And we're going to see, I am using the Thrustmaster dual system here, which I haven't used in a very long time. So we'll see how this goes. I hope it's set up with the game. I'm not even sure if it's set up properly with the game. We'll find this out the hard way. All right. I used to love Flight Simulator as a kid. My dad, we had what are one of those old computers like with the black and green screen. We had one of those, and we had Flight Simulator on that as a kid, and I loved it. Absolutely loved it. And then my dad started buying like every upgrade. The original Flight Simulator 5. I don't remember what came after that. Flight Simulator like 95. And he just was faithful to buy each one, and he let me play it as I grew up. And so I just loved all of it. Like I wanted to fly planes when I grew up, and never did, but what a cute little aircraft. Downtown Manhattan. Woo. The buildings look a little messed up, but that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Let's see how well this works. Ready to fly. Let's first off see if I have any control. Tune into traffic. Okay, now it's, oh. Don't even to announce clearance, huh? Or check for clearance. So, everything's already started. That's no fun. Let's see if this thing's going to... Oh, yeah. I definitely have some kind of control right now. Rudder seems to be working. We'll see if it actually works once I get airborne. Let's add some throttle here. And let's see how good I am at flying helicopters. It's been a very long time, and this is not... Oh, my. This is not the best joystick. My word, these buildings look rough. probably going to be better from higher up. Ooh, the water looks awesome, though. Goodness. So, apparently, with the 4070 Ti Super that I have in my computer, the software suggests I should run everything on Ultra, which I am completely for right now. So, all right, holding just a little bit of right rudder. And let's just go and take a look what happens if we get some speed here. All right. Now, okay, I can look around with my joystick. Not a lot to look around at. Oh, that's cool. I see. Gotcha. Nice. I'm just expecting to see Spider-Man flying through somewhere around here. The only place where Spider-Man is actually beneficial. Yeah, these buildings look rough. This looks like dystopian. As cool as this whole idea is. All right, hands are off the rudder now, so even though we're kind of flying sideways. How do I get rid of this top menu? This is terrible. Custom toolbar. Like, could I at least make it like 1,000,000 times smaller? Weight and balance, reset panels, close panels. I like having ATC. Camera, I don't know. Get rid of the checklist. Get rid of the basic controls. Get rid of the flight assistant. Weight and balance, travel to, get rid of that. VFR map. I don't know. And then weather. Yeah, get rid of that. Oh, good. That hit it at least. Okay, that's far less annoying. Okay. Well, let's circle around here. And, not really sure what to do with myself. I'm more interested just in the attempt of flying and flying smoothly versus appreciating anything, because admittedly just as cool as this is, which is super cool in comparison to like the original, you know, the original games, as cool as these buildings are and stuff, and you can probably find specific buildings and things, I would assume, in the same breath. Like I said, it looks mega dystopian, so it's not like, oh, it's so pretty. It's more like, oh, it works. So I'm honestly more curious about trying to land again more than anything. How did I switch seats? There we go. So where did I take off from? I thought I took off like from over here. Let's turn here and see if I can find that landing pad. Is that it? That must be it. I'm gonna see if I can land again, because it's been a hot minute since I've done this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's our landing pad. I thought it would be uncomfortable having this joystick in my lap, but so far I'm not minding it. It's not that bad. Okie dokie. Boy, I'm going forward at a snail's pace. So slow. But that'll be a good thing here in a minute, because I'm going to start freaking out. All right. This old joystick is not the smoothest thing. As I move it around, I hear this. I could feel it in my hand. I'm like, yeah, this thing is... I think I bought it used. I don't remember where I got it. I know the last one I bought in a thrift store. So I wouldn't mind an upgraded controller, but I haven't played Flight Simulator in forever. So I got nothing to lose. All right. Here we go. Let's pull back on this. It's not called throttle. It's a what is it called? Oh, I forget what it's called. All right. And frankly, I have it backwards. Cyclic. That's the word I'm looking for. I push the throttle forward like you would in an airplane to climb, where a cyclic in a helicopter works in reverse. You lift it up towards you. So... all right. Who put that cone in the way? Look at the shadow of me over the water. This is so cool. Such really good graphics, except for the buildings, but, you know. I mean, even the... ooh. Well, that might have been just slightly harder than I meant to do, but I'm okay with this. That's great. That makes me happy, for sure. That makes me super happy. I mean, this is... let's see. Toggle active pause. How do we just exit? Here's how. Let's see. Main menu. Okay. Honestly, I have no interest of going around wherever that was for half a second there. This would be kind of cool, though. Seeing Giza. Oh, that would be cool. And can I choose any plane, or are they expecting me to do a certain plane? I like the 152, but I'm vain. All right, we'll do it. Giza, the second largest city in Egypt with a population of 8.8 million, lies on the west bank of the Nile River, adjacent Cairo. Globally renowned for a wide array of mysterious ancient pyramids and other great monuments. Flight seeing is one of the best ways to experience the vast number of wonders around Giza. Let's do it. I need to set this up so, and I'm not entirely sure how, but I need to set it up so that I have to turn everything on. I noticed that they kind of already have things running. Like, you don't have to turn things on, like the plane's ready to take off on the runway, and it's like, no. I want the whole thing. The whole thing. I mean, AI's come a long way. Let's make it so that you have to actually talk to what? My point exactly. We're already airborne? All right. Oh. That is not good. I damaged my landing gear, really. I was full throttle. Just to make sure, we'll do F4 to make sure I'm like really... I knew I was full throttle. Here, full throttle. Pulling up. What is this? Why is this? Pull up. This is terrible. There we go. Get up there. Why are we outside the airplane? How do I change my view? Because this is... I am pulling back so hard on the stick here right now. Camera. Let me in my cockpit. Thank you. Oh, my word. Okay, we're at 120 knots. I shouldn't be dealing with this. Where's my trims? I need my trims. Oh, is that it? All right. I think I found my trims. Yeah, I found my trim. Oh, thank heavens. No. Settle out. Cool. Awesome. I have a feeling I'd get in a lot of trouble for being that close to the pyramids. Now I can kind of control things with my trims a little bit. Oh, way over there. Wow, I didn't realize there were so many pyramids. I mean, you know about like 2 of them. You know, like in... So what is it? Is it right click? Ah, right click. And then we can look around a bit with right click. That's cool. Maybe I'll get an eye tracker system. I don't know if I've gotten to try this with VR yet. I'd do that too, but I got the Meta Quest, Meta Quest 2, and it's not comfortable, and you see every pixel. Like, I'd be curious to try like a Valve Index or something and see if I like that more, but frankly, I don't need this music either. I don't need the... It's so pretty. Here, love it with our pretty music. And trust me, like during my Bible study that I do every morning on Humbled Vanguard, I'm all for music. I think that's very helpful to keeping someone in the mood, in the spirit. But yeah, that's not necessary when you're playing a simulator. It's probably copyright infringement right now, too. Very cool, though. Let's go see what these buildings are over here. I guess it's the Sphinx over here. Has anyone been to Egypt? I've been to Israel. That is an amazing experience. Before things went all crazy. And they were just starting to go crazy when I went. I went in 2008. And it was... Yeah, it really was incredible. Oh. Sammy's down below, and I don't have the Sammy cam on. Sorry, I know you guys like seeing my corgi. Oh, it's wheel time. Okay, so while we are flying, I'm going to attempt to do wheel time. So let's go to Hero Chat. Let's give it a spin. As I keep flying towards our next destination. Change plan. All right. Got to change our plan. So, if you have any thoughts, if you enjoy Flight Simulator or anything of that nature, and you would like to offer a different plan than what I'm doing right now, then let me know in the comments, and I will change my plan. We'll change where I'm flying or something of that nature. Let me reset our timer. We do only have 10 minutes left in our live stream unless we get some likes, which I didn't expect we would at this point, but this was more just for my fun because I had jury duty today, and I was packing my bag to get ready to go, and I'm stressed because I don't like dealing with drama. I don't like dealing with... You know, I do my best to stay out of a courthouse and out of a, prison and things like that. I didn't want to deal with it, And then I'm packed up, I'm about to walk out the door, and I check my phone, and there's an answering machine message from like 2 minutes before that I had missed, and it says, "Hey, just to let you know, we don't actually need you to come in. The case was just canceled." And it's like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, I need to go ventilate, like, now. And so it's like, let's play Flight Simulator. That's going to ventilate me. So, that was my mindset. Where's the Sphinx at? The Sphinx is still a thing, isn't it? It's got to be a thing still. Pretty looking university. I'm realizing my RPM is up super high. I was redlining it. Didn't mean to do that. I like the idea of flying during golden hour, too. That's pretty cool. Trimming up a little bit more. That is not trimming up. Thank you. Wow. This is a bumpy flight. Not sure if it's because of my controllers or my capability. I'm not even touching anything, so technically, other than touching the trim here and there, I'm just bouncing. So, just getting all the wind off of the buildings, I assume. A very dear friend of mine, he was the best man at my wedding, was in the Air Force, and he was flown out to Egypt. He lived out there for a year. We went to church with his family. I consider him like a second dad. I haven't talked to him in a couple years, but no idea how he's doing these days, but not sure where the Sphinx would have been. I feel like it would be behind me back where we were, but let's go a little bit over this way just for giggles. And then I'll hang a Louis and fly back to the ones I saw. When I was a little tyke, and I'm talking maybe no more than 5 years old, a family friend of my dad's owned a 152, Cessna 152, this airplane, and he was very inventative. He had a lot of kids. And he found a way to install a bed, and this plane is so incredibly tiny. It very, very tiny. And he found a way to install a back row in the back seat, probably literally there where those pads were. And he found a way to put 3 of us little kids back there, all squeezed together so he could take us all flying one night. My sister, I was so bummed. She sat up here in the front with him, and she got to fly the airplane. And I know it was always something, and still, admittedly, is always something that I would love to do, would be to fly an airplane for a little bit. And haven't gotten that chance. Don't know if that's going to be a bucket list item or not. Been in a couple small airplanes, just got, be a ride along. Never gotten to fly. And his son ended up becoming a pilot and ended up becoming a trainer. And he was flying to Florida, where I lived at the time. And he's like, if you want, let's meet. I'll let you fly the plane. And I couldn't believe I was going to get the chance. And so I thanked him profusely because I was so excited about it. And I drove... I think it was either 2 or 3 hours out of my way to a tiny little airport. And that airport had like a whole bunch of fog around it. And the concern was if he was coming in, that if he was going to land, there was going to be a pretty serious issue because he's flying VFR, or visual flight rules, not IFR. I don't know if his plane was certified for IFR. And so he unfortunately was looking like he wasn't going to be able to fly in. And guy's like, no, it'll all blow off. It's okay. It'll burn off. And I'm going, oh, good, because I'm really looking forward to this. And then I get a phone call from him, and he said that they had to land the plane because I think they had a leaky piston or something. And they found an oil leak, and unfortunately had to cancel coming over to Florida. And I waited there for forever. I was really excited about it, and then it ended up not happening. I drove 3 hours out of my way to get over there, I think it was, and then I think I just grabbed some lunch in a little mom and pop shop and drove 3 hours home. It was a bit heartbreaking. I'm glad he was okay, though. He and a friend were flying together. Their family were super smart, too. Bunch of homeschool kids. Being a military brat, homeschool is a way of life. But it also allows you the opportunity, if you have good parents, to let you learn how to do things that you never thought you could learn. And my mom made a very strong effort to give me the opportunity to learn the things I desired. And I'm very thankful for that, because that made up the life I live now. And I wonder all the time. I feel that God has purposes for us, and He does do some direction sometimes. I like that, I forget what it's, the Adjustment Bureau. Not saying that's how God works. I mean, God gives us the freedom of choice, you know. But in that same thing, the idea that He's got a plan for you and He's going to direct you, and maybe He might alter some of what you might attempt to do to keep you on task. I don't know how true that is, but kind of feel like Him keeping me out of that plane those years ago kind of kept me on task during that time of my life. Where if I'd gotten in that plane, I probably would have been so into it, so excited by it, that I might have changed my course in life in some way and not met my wife, not lived the life I'm living now, not getting to be this. I don't know how true that is or not, but it's an interesting thought. Just let the plane fly itself, basically. This reminds me a lot of Israel. Makes sense. They're both from that form of culture. A lot of the buildings and things probably have a lot in common. Still, it's pretty. Having the sun, the golden hour is definitely a nice touch. And yeah, I'm liking the music, so shut up. Let's see what this pyramid is over here. Unfortunately, we're 30 seconds until we wrap up our live stream. We'll fly over here, take a look, and then we'll wrap up. And then we'll see what happens. Sometimes if I want to keep playing, what I'll do is I'll end the live stream, start a fresh one, and we'll start with a different game. I'm not a proficient gamer by any means. I know a lot of guys who live stream, they kind of make their careers on different games that they're known for. And I'm someone who just enjoys all opportunities, you know? I just enjoy playing. Oh, is this music done? Oh, the music's done. That's cool. Wow, now you can hear the motor panning, and that's cool. Nice. I like that. Nice touch. Let's turn it up a little bit. There we go. Nice. All right. I'll turn it down just a tiny bit. Yeah, I'm curious about these three over here, and then I'll wrap up our live stream, I guess. But I hope you enjoyed chatting with me and flying with me. I am so incredibly thankful that I didn't have jury duty. right. To anyone who's watching now, or to anyone who watches this in the future, I just wanted to let you know how thankful I am for you guys. Excuse me. How grateful I am for the lovely people who... Oh, we got music coming back again. Interesting. Oh, probably because we're getting close to these. I guess that's what's going on. I've had some really lovely people tell me that they really appreciate the live streams and they appreciate the humor of the live stream. I deeply appreciate that. I'm very quick to judge myself and my capabilities, and so turn that down a little bit. There we go. I appreciate the heart of some of the people who have sat in with me in some of this stuff. And I'm just so grateful when I feel like I don't deserve the attention. Trust me, attention is something I do enjoy. Trying to get this pyramid in view so we can see it. There it is. It's very cool. Very interesting. Let's see what these are. Is that a runway? No. Is that a runway? If that's a runway, I know what we're doing. No, it's not a runway. That's a road. Sure looked like a runway. The red pyramid. Seriously, doesn't that look like a runway? And then you see it turn like that. You're like, no, definitely not. Bent pyramid. Oops, didn't mean to go full throttle there. I think the only thing equivalent to pyramids that we might have in the United States would be, is it along the Natchez Trace Trail? There's another trail, like a historic trail further down south, and I forget what it is, but they have like Indian Hills. Isn't that what they're called, Indian Hills? Oh, look at that sun going down. That's beautiful. Wow. The idea of, like, oh, Indian mounds. I think that's what they're called, Indian mounds. Where they have, like, levels of burial grounds stacked on top of each other, I think. And I feel like I remember I know we have the Natchez Trace up here in the north. I was trying to remember what the trail is, the historic trail is that that would be like through like Tennessee and through. I was trying to remember where my parents drove me, where I would have seen some of that. Huh. But just the idea of these Indian burial grounds and them just being these Indian mounds of like burial grounds stacked on top of each other. It looked like a literal mound, you know, but you know. Boy, that pyramid looked a little rough. Huh. All right, if I don't see an airport ahead, and I know like the international airport is somewhere, but if there was like a little regional airport, then I would land, but I don't see one. So it's probably time to unfortunately wrap up this live stream. No, let's land. I'm going to put 5 more minutes on the clock. We can find an airport and land. I'll do 10 more minutes on the clock. Whoops. Not what I meant to do. My dyslexia misread that. All right, let's find an airport. I think the easiest way to do that would be to climb and try to get a higher vantage. I see more lights over on this side. I don't see any kind of... And I think Cairo International's over that way. I know, I'm repeating myself. Let's just get up higher here. We're at 1,500, give or take. So, a little higher will give us a little bit more of a clue. Not really desperate to do ATC, but let's see what happens here. Where's ATC? Oh, ATC's on? No, it's not. Won't even let me select it. That's interesting. Okay. Navlog. Airport. All right. IFR map. There you go. Perfect. So apparently there is an airport off my right shoulder. Oh, there it is. Well, that made it easy. Right over the waterway. So we'll line up with that one and come in for a landing. That was much quicker than I expected. So let's go ahead and do 10 degrees of flaps. And roll back on my RPMs just a bit. And we're doing 80 knots right now. Well, 90 knots probably. Let's get ourselves lined up with this runway. All right. Let's do a very slow bank. Let's do an extra 10 degrees of flaps. Pull the throttle back a little bit. We're at 80 knots. Throttle's back to 50%. Still holding 80 knots. We're not dropping very fast. We're over 2,000 feet in the air, so I need to make a pretty solid dent in getting my butt down. So we're going to go full flaps. Now we're going to start falling out of the sky. Almost 70 knots. I'm basically dead sticked. I might have 10% power right now. All right, put a little bit more throttle back in. Feel like sitting around 70 knots is pretty reasonable. Okay. For some reason, 80 knots always felt like the sweet spot. I'm not sure why. I feel like rotation coming off of the runway usually is around 80 knots. So we're going pretty slow. We're not coming down too fast either, though. I'm pretty thankful for that. All right, we're 500 feet. Little left rudder. 400 feet. Throttle majority of the way back. We're well under speed. We're going to fall out of the sky here in a second. Okay. Here we go. Nice. Very nice. All right. Nose up. Flare. Throttle all the way down. Flaring, flaring, flaring. Oh, man. Can you beat it? Can you dig it? Beautiful landing. Oh, fantastic landing. Nicely done. In the beautiful sunset in Cairo. Very nice. Well, actually, I think we're outside of Cairo right now, but look at that. And the graphics are beautiful in this game. The 4070 does its job well. All right. If I get a like from someone in the comments, then I will continue playing for a little bit longer. If I don't get a like, then we are wrapping up this live stream because I accidentally set my clock wrong. So though it says that we're live for 23 minutes, we're actually only live. We should have ended. I hit the wrong button too many times. So if I don't see a like here in the next 45 seconds, then we'll be wrapping up our live stream. Oh, what is this? I don't know what the... I used to have the head button programmed to be a brake. Is that a brake? What is that squeaky? That's a squeaky. I don't know what the squeaky's about. I don't know what S does anymore. You used to just hit S and it would change, you know, the view. Now S, who knows what S does? So, flight simulators come a little too far. All right, my friends. Well, that's going to do it for this one. I love you all. thanks for supporting me. And yeah, thanks for the prayers. I'm very thankful I didn't have to do jury duty today. That definitely would have spoiled my day a lot. So, literally walking out the door, got the phone call. They said no jury duty, and I'm sitting there, hands in the air, going, so, all right, I'll see you guys next time here on Legacy Studio. I don't exactly want to leave just yet, so I'll end the live stream, boot up another game, probably. Maybe. Anyway, I got some other stuff I need to get to today, too, so don't hold me to that. But, yeah, there's other chances that I will be back on, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys later. So, God bless you all. Keep it crispy, 1 Tim 4:12, and thanks for hanging out with me here on Legacy Gaming Studio.